What's up, guys? It's your girl Diablo, and we are back at it again with another video for you guys. So you know the drill. You know that every video starts off with the same question.
Did you miss me?
I mean, did you? You know what I'm saying? I mean, the new year is coming around the corner. You're definitely going to be seeing more of me. Before we get into the topic of the video, make sure you guys are liking, commenting, and thumbsing up the video because it helps me with the algorithm. I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for all the engagement that you gave me this year and the super positive feedback in my last couple of videos. Like, we're really growing, slowly but surely over here. So I really appreciate that. Also, before we get into this video, make sure you guys have your post notifications on so you know whenever I upload, breathe, react. If you just want to keep up with me, make sure you got your notifications on because we always got more shit to talk. And I love talking shit to you guys. So in this video, as you can see from the title, I mean, you're not dumb. We're going to be doing a top 10 albums of the year. Since the year was closing out, I wanted to just give you guys a total of my top 10 albums. I'll throw in some, honorable mentions. This is not going to be a hip hop video. It's not going to be anything in particular. I'm a very multifaceted type of girl. So I don't just listen to hip hop and I also don't just listen to female hip hop. If you guys have a list, definitely post it down below. I want to get to know you guys and see what kind of music that you like, see if you guys are on my same wavelength. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right into the video. So starting with number 10. Number 10 on the list for me was Access All Areas by the group Flow. I know they dropped this album about maybe 1 to 2 months ago. I could be wrong. I'll put the date up here, but I actually really like this album. I'm not familiar with Flow. I got introduced to them hearing, I forgot the song. It might be Check, Background Check, something like that. But my favorite song on this album definitely is Walk Like This. Like, I be in my house jamming to that song. I think they make wonderful music. I think like the way that they harmonize as a group is something that I think the industry is really, really missing. And I can't wait to see how they do in America. I think they could be like huge. I love that they bring back, Destiny's Child, Spice Girl. They bring back that empowering music for women and little girls. So absolutely love that album. I thought it was great. I would rank it higher, but there were a lot of other albums that I liked a little bit more, but that's definitely number 10. Number 9. For me, number 9 would be Radical Optimal by Dua Lipa. Anybody that knows me knows I am the biggest Dua Lipa fan. Biggest Dua Lipa fan. That song Cold Heart with her and Elton John, like, I swear to God, I play that song at least like 100 times a day. Radical Optimal, loved it. I feel like the song Training Sessions, great song. Houdini, loved. My personal favorite off the album, outside of the 2 songs that I just mentioned, is These Walls. I absolutely love that song. I think it's a really great track, even though it's kind of like just an album track. I thought the album was really good. I liked how Dua Lipa expresses her view on disco and pop music, so I would definitely rank that number 9. Now, number 8. For me, number 8 would definitely be Sugar Honey Iced Tea by Latto. I felt like of the other 2 Latto albums that I heard that I truthfully didn't like, I really enjoyed this album of Latto's. I thought that she had a really great singing voice on there. My favorite song on Latto's album would definitely be the song with her and Megan Thee Stallion. And my other favorite song would be Copper Cove. Copper Cove, that right there? Like, I know Brokey and There She Go are the popular songs, but if Latto was smart, she would definitely push that Copper Cove. Because that Copper Cove is very sexy. I love Honcho's verse on there. I thought Latto had great bars, great singing. Like, the whole song was just mwah, chef's kiss. So I would definitely give Latto number 8. The only reason why she's not higher on the list is because I felt like after a while, I kind of got a little bored with the album. I feel like the first half of the album I liked, except for that Liquor song. I don't like that song. But as it kind of started getting to the end of the album, I feel like maybe she organized these in the wrong way. I'm not 100% sure, but I felt like some songs could have been moved around to make the album feel a little bit more cohesive. But that's definitely number 8. Number 7, I think this is a controversial opinion, but I actually like Glorilla's mixtape, her Everything mixtape. I thought that was a good mixtape. I felt like she had 3 bangers, like really good bangers on there, outside of the Yeah Glow, which is a great song. I feel like the song she had with Lord Jesus, his name is just escaping me. I'm gonna post it up here. But the song she had with that artist, the song she had with Finesse 2 Times, I thought that was a really good, I felt like it was a really good song. I feel like the song she had with Moneybagg Yo, the song she had with Megan Thee Stallion, Yeah Glow, High as Fuck, In That Mode. Like, I feel like the whole mixtape was just a banger from top to bottom. I would definitely, if I was her, I probably would have switched the bodies of work and made the album my mixtape and my mixtape my album, because I feel like if she had made her mixtape like the quality of the songs, her album, it definitely would have been a classic album. But I still feel like her album was okay, but like, I don't think it ranked in my top 10 for this year. So yeah, I thought Glow's mixtape was great. I ranked it a little bit higher than Latto because I felt like she had more bangers on that mixtape than Latto had on her album. Now for the 6th album, I feel like Trouble's Paradise by Chloe Bailey was definitely my R&B like top album of the year. I'm just waiting for Summer Walker to come out with that next album because that Heart of a Woman was absolutely amazing. But yeah, back to Chloe. So Trouble's Paradise, I thought Trouble's Paradise was so good. I feel like this should have been her debut album. I wish she had more promotion and recognition, but I feel like Trouble's Paradise was a great album. My favorite song on the whole album is Want Me, where her and her sister are harmonizing. Like, they sound just like majestic angels. I absolutely love any song where it's Chloe and Halle on the song together. I thought the album was so great. It had different feels, different types of R&B, upbeat R&B, sensual R&B, meaningful R&B. It had ballads. It had cute little pop songs. Like, I felt like if this was promoted properly and she was able to roll it out in the way that she wanted to, this could have been like a really great album. I find myself playing this album at least 2 to 3 times a day. Like, even my boyfriend gets tired of me playing this album so much because I just like it. I wish that Chloe could stay in this bag because it felt like her first album in pieces. That's how the album felt. It felt like it was in pieces. And I feel like this Trouble's Paradise, I feel like she's starting to understand her power, understand her brand, and I hope that she sticks to this kind of music moving forward. Absolutely love this album. I would probably give this album like an 8 out of 10. So number 5, I know that this may be like weird to some people, but I'm a huge Paul Wall fan. And Paul Wall came out with an album, I believe maybe like 1 to 2 weeks ago, called Once Upon a Grind. I wasn't really going to listen to it. It just, when I saw that it dropped, I kind of wanted to listen to it just to see what it was. I have fallen in love with this album. My favorite song on the whole album is Platinum Players. Love that song. I love the Texas feel of it. Like, if you guys haven't listened to that album, you should definitely give it a listen. It has all the different feels of Texas music. He's definitely on there spitting like he always does. I thought it was a great body of work. And I thought that it was nice that he had a lot of, Texas legends and also some underground rappers on there. I thought they did a really good job. I thought the slower songs were great. I thought the samples were great on the album. If I had to pick 2 songs that were my favorites, it would definitely be Woke Up a Millionaire and Platinum Players. But yeah, I think that if you haven't listened to that album, definitely give it a listen and come back and tell me what you think, because I think you guys would actually really like it if you're into Southern music. Now for number 4, obviously on the list is going to be Megan Act 1. I listened to Megan Act 1 from top to bottom. I still feel like, even though I love me being a fan, I love the context of the songs, I feel like the reason why this Act 1 can't rank higher is because I hate the filler songs that are put in between here. And it also feels like these songs were put out of place, like in terms of how they were layered on the album. The songs themselves, I feel like every song she makes outside of those singing songs but I feel like every song she makes, like, is gonna sound good because she's a good rapper. So any beat she hop on, she's gonna write it. But I feel like bodies of work is where she has to really, really, really work on her craft, because it's not just about making good individual songs. You also have to create a body of work. So I felt like this album was more so about just things that she liked, like different types of music styles that she liked. I enjoyed them. My favorite songs, or my favorite one or two songs on the album, would definitely be Accent with Glorilla. I feel like that song didn't get the love that it deserved, but I thought they were both on there. Spitting, rapping, like just going bar for bar. So I really love to see that. And I also really like the song Rattle. I play Rattle every morning. I think it's a calm, cool, laid back, just breeze in your hair type of song. But she's also talking her shit on there. So absolutely love Megan Act 1. I wish I could have ranked it higher, but I felt like as a body of work, it needed some work. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to be honest. Now, we're to the top 3. So for number 3, I put Short and Sweet by Sabrina Carpenter. I've never listened to Sabrina Carpenter a day in my life, but that Espresso song had me in a chokehold. And then when I saw the Taste video, me being a huge horror person and just hearing the song, I actually came to be a big fan of hers. I like that she brings something new to pop as a new pop girl. She kind of gives me like a more updated Christina Aguilera, where she's, hypersexual, and she's gonna talk her shit. She's gonna say what she wants. Even if she has to sing that shit, she's gonna say whatever she wants. I thought she had some bangers on this album. I love Bad Chemistry, love Taste. Espresso was absolutely amazing. She did have some filler songs in here, but overall, I love her genre of music. I think that this album was great, and I feel like with the success that she has had with this album, especially with her being someone who's been in the industry for so long, if all her albums are like this album, I could definitely see her going far in this industry. Very, very far. So yes, kudos to her. But yes, Taste will still always be my favorite song. I like Espresso, but Taste does something to me. Now, number 2 is actually Megan Act 2. So I felt like Megan Act 2 was the best female rap album I had heard this entire year. And I know people are going to take that controversially. I'm just talking about the songs themselves, me being able to relate to the vibe, things like that. I felt like this album was crafted way better than Act 1. I feel like her beats were better, her bars were better, her hooks were better. There was one song that I felt like shouldn't have been in here. But that's just my personal opinion, because I just felt like it didn't mesh with the rest of the album. But of all the songs on the album, I only didn't like one. And I feel like if I don't like just one song on an album, then you have a pretty good body of work. I just want, moving forward, Megan to work on making her albums shorter. I feel like the longer Megan makes her albums, the more room she has to put like bullshit filler songs in there, and I don't like that. I want a 12 to 13 song album, make it tight, make it short, and just be on here rapping and make the music good. So yeah, I would definitely give her number 2. She can't get the number 1 spot because Kendrick Lamar swooped in on the last month of the year and took the number 1 spot. GNX is beautiful, top to bottom. Top to bottom. Anyone that says otherwise is a straight hater. I was anticipating Kendrick's album, and he did exactly what I wanted him to do. He gave me organic, genuine West Coast music. It was like he heard me, because this album was so good, like top to bottom. It was just the right amount of songs. Everything wasn't Crip gang banging music, and everything wasn't, loyalty and love type of music. It was a balance of all different types of genres. I love the Heart Part 6. I've never heard any of the other Heart series, but the Heart Part 6 sold me on the whole series. So I love the Heart Part 6. I thought Gloria was such a good song in the way that he expressed the comparisons between his pen and his fiance or his wife. And I love Reincarnated, where he got very vulnerable. I feel like there was just a little bit of everything on this album. If you wanted party music, he gave you party music with TV Off, Hey Now, Peekaboo, GNX. I feel like those were party songs. If you wanted something that was a little more meaningful, he gave you the Heart Part 6. He gave you Reincarnated. If you wanted something a little more slow jammy, you know what I'm saying, he gave you Dodger Blue. He gave you Luther. He also gave you Gloria, depending on how you express it. And I loved how he put on so many young black men on this album, gave them their first Billboard chart entries. I loved everything that he did with this album, and I loved that he still continued to produce good music even throughout all the drama and shit like that. So yeah, those are my mentions. Now I have some honorable mentions. My first honorable mention is Eternal Sunshine by Ariana Grande. Love that. I love the Boy Is Mine remix that she did and the one she did with Brandy and Monica. Love the song. Glorious by Glorilla. I thought it was an okay album. It wasn't the best album, but I liked the features with the other female rappers more than I liked the individual songs. Cowboy Carter definitely was up there. I'm not a cowboy fan. I tried to listen to country music. I listened to the album all the way through, and I don't really like it because I'm not a country fan. That's the only reason why I'm not really fond of it. But I will say, Levi Jeans, Her and Post Malone ate that up. 16 Carriages is by far my favorite song on the album. It's probably my favorite Beyonce song in the last couple of years. It's super personal, super transparent. I felt like I really got to see her as a mom, as a woman, as an entertainer, all those things. So I absolutely love that. So yeah, those are my top 10 albums of 2024. If there are any albums that you think I missed, if you have your top 10 albums of the year list, definitely post it down below. I want to see like what kind of music you guys like. I want to see if maybe we have some of the similar taste, or maybe you guys can just put me on to some new music because I'm dying to find new music, new genres. I'm thinking about doing a 10 worst albums of the year. You know what I'm saying? It's a little provocative, you know, it's gonna spice the girls up, but let me know if I should do that down below. Make sure you guys have a wonderful new year holiday. Make sure you hold your family close because you never know when you could be without them. I'm open to all criticism, comments. You know, I'm not a soft girl. I can take alternate opinions. Just remember, do not be disrespectful in my comments because I will curse you hoes out. Okay? Bye!